The cult master slowly walked to the paralyzed man, only to see him put his hands on his dry and weak calves. The originally withered muscles instantly filled up. The veins on his legs gradually receded. The paralyzed man's skin regained its healthy luster, and the man's legs trembled slightly. And then he miraculously stood up in front of the shocked crowd. The believers under the stage went completely crazy. Then another man covered with burn scars came under the stage. He took off his clothes, revealing the large scars covering his chest and arms. The Godfather calmly stretched out the palm of his hand and aimed it at the man's body. And in the blink of an eye, those eye-opening scars disappeared as if they had been smoothed out by the years, and the man's skin returned to its original state, and the believers fell into a complete frenzy. However, behind this seemingly sacred miracle, there is a hidden horrible truth about organ transplants and supernatural powers. A few days ago, the hospital recorded a dead man, and in accordance with the organ donation agreement signed by the deceased during his lifetime, the doctors were preparing for the removal surgery when they noticed that there was an odd pattern carved on the body of this young man, which looked like a deja vu, as if they had seen it in some ancient history book, but no one could tell where it came from. What's even stranger is that the pattern didn't look like an ordinary tattoo, but rather like a naturally occurring mark that exuded an unusual and mysterious aura. By the time the doctors left the operating room after completing the surgery, something strange had happened, and the remains were disintegrating at a rate that could be seen by the naked eye. 3 days later, the recovery of the girl who had received a heart transplant baffled all of the medical staff. According to the regular recovery cycle of heart transplant surgery, it takes at least several weeks before a patient can get out of bed and is bound to be accompanied by severe pain and various organ rejection reactions. But not only did the girl not feel any pain, she was even healthier and more energetic than she was before the surgery. And although the attending doctor outwardly thought that the lack of pain was a good thing, deep down he knew that this speed of recovery was beyond the scope of medical explanations.